Beijing's come to trade in the market. Many different languages are spoken, but that does not prevent us from trading.
A great variety of goods were sold in different sections of the market. But as we arrived, I also witnessed men and women tied to a baobab tree. They were enslaved persons brought to the market with the rest of the goods.
مش شرطة ما هي اسم بحد تفور بقى شحال
اسمع مني يا حسن ما تجيبنيش في الانكويت.
Tonight we've seen a Maltese movie which was very moving because you put yourself in the shoes in a Maltese fisherman's situation with the challenges, with the reality of life, and to some extent we all realized tonight that those challenges were not only the Maltese fishermen challenges, they are very similar to the Ghanaian fishermen and to the rest of the world fishermen.
Why is the French embassy particularly interested in the heritage conversations at this point in time?
Well, it's a good question. The first reason is that France is, of course, a touristic country, which has a lot to offer to people visiting France, and France is valuing its heritage, and it has a diplomacy on an international scale, which is also valuing heritage conversations, discussions with other countries such as Ghana.
You just saw were snippets from the opening ceremony of the European Film Festival Ghana 2021. Last week, we brought you all the sights, the scenes, the love, the passion, even the action that the European film industry and of course the Ghanaian film industry at its best has to offer. And so this week, taking you through the full week of the European Film Festival Ghana 2021. We're allowing you to see the things that we saw, to feel the things that we have felt, and ultimately it all ends tonight at the closing ceremony of the festival. My name is Apioko. Welcome to Diplomatic License on City TV. So it's day 3 of the European Film Festival Ghana 2021, and we just finished watching an award-winning movie, 2018 film Campeones. It's a Spanish movie, and I'm here to speak to presently the Deputy Head of Mission of the European Union of Ghana. He's the head of the political section, His Excellency Peter Schmidt van Gelder. Hi.
Hello, thanks for having me, and thanks for pronouncing my name correctly also. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I did it justice. So we just finished watching an award-winning film. I mean, it did extremely well in the 2018 box office. What does it mean to have a film like this at a film festival all the way at the other side of the world here in Ghana?
Yeah, look, it's very important to us because we want to show the best that Europe has to offer in terms of movies, and also working together with Ghanaians for the Ghanaian short films. Also very important to show the quality and the variety here in Ghana. But this was obviously a very good movie. People liked it a lot. I laughed a lot. I guess you as well. And I have to admit, I didn't know it before, but when I saw it, it was really very funny, well acted, a good story. So I think the audience liked it a lot, and I could really recommend it to everybody.
How do you think Ghanaian filmmakers can take stories like these to sort of create awareness about some of these things?
Yeah, I think this was a very good way to indeed create awareness. As you say, the coach, he was sort of forced to do it, and then later he grew into it. First he didn't really want it. But I think this is an excellent way of showing that, you know, there can be people with disabilities, but in the end they can do a lot and achieve a lot. And that was true in Spain, and it's also true here in Ghana. So I think whether it's in sports or music or education or anything else, it could be a very good way for Ghana to show this reality, right? Yeah.
What advice do you have for Ghanaian filmmakers to sort of use more of the local language to capture the stories but still create, pieces, work that is universal?
I would definitely advise the Ghanaians to do not only in English but also in local languages, be it in Twi or in Ga or Ewe or whatever is best for them, is fitting in their particular cultural background. Look, I come from a country, originally the Netherlands, which is, also small language-wise.
That explains why you're so tall.
Probably, yes. It seems the Dutch are one of the tallest people. But anyway, they produce movies in Dutch, and even also when I go to the movie theater in Holland, if I watch a Spanish film, it's never dubbed, and I happen to speak Spanish, but it's subtitled. The same for French movies, English movies, even Japanese, Korean. So I think it adds flavor, right, to do it in the local language and then just subtitle. I mean, we can read, so it's nicer to hear it in the original language as opposed to I've been a lot in Latin America, they dub everything, and then you have the same voice for Brad Pitt and for Sylvester Stallone and I don't know what. So that's, it's much better to do it in the original language. And I would really encourage people here also to try in the local language, and then we learn something from it, right? It's also about learning a cultural experience.
Thank you so much. So I've been speaking to His Excellency Peter Schmidt van Gelder. He is Deputy Head of Mission for the European Union to Ghana, and also the head of the political section at the European Union, again here in Ghana. We continue with the European Film Festival Ghana 2021. You are still watching Diplomatic License right here on City TV, and my name is Apioko. And it's time to speak to His Excellency Javier Guterres, who is the ambassador of Spain to Ghana. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm very happy to be here. I was watching a Spanish movie. By the way, the actor has the same name as I do, Javier Gutierrez. And I really enjoyed the movie, and I hope that you enjoy it too.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, it's not the first time we're hearing about the movie. It's a movie that has gained traction all over the world. And to see it screening in Ghana at a film festival, that's special for us. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very happy. It also makes me feel happy to know that Ghanaian people have enjoyed the movie and appreciate the message of the movie. It's a message about inclusion, about the important things of life, like friendship and sharing and enjoying the moment.
Why is it important for Spain to take part in something like this?
For us it's important because it allows us to share with our Ghanaian friends part of our culture. We can show what Spanish people do, things about our country, and at the end of the day, I'm sure that people will realize that we all in the world, in Ghana, in Spain, in Europe, share similar situations and have similar desires and wishes.
What are some of the things that you think make Spanish film special? And what lessons do you think we can learn in Ghana from those things?
From this movie or in general?
In general.
In general, I think that Spanish cinema is quite diverse, but we normally tend to make it very intense. We like to focus on the story, we like to focus on the interaction between the characters, and I think that's an added value about the Spanish movies.
Okay, do you have any final words? Are there any other Spanish movies showing this week?
Any
other Spanish movies showing during the festival?
Unfortunately, and because of COVID, we had some limitations. This is the only movie that we are showing. And also there were many movies from other European countries and indeed from Ghanaian producers and filmmakers. But I hope that in future we can have a proper Spanish film festival with a variety of movies so that you can get a deeper insight into Spanish culture.
My final question to you, Your Excellency, maybe when COVID subsides a little, do you see any intercultural exchanges between Spanish filmmakers and Ghanaian filmmakers so that we can learn more from Spanish cinema?
Of course, I hope so. One of my priorities as ambassador of Spain for the coming term will be to develop interpersonal, academic, and people-to-people contacts and exchanges. And indeed, filmmaking is one of the areas where I see more potential. In the hardly 2 weeks I've been here in Ghana, I have seen that the Ghanaian people are very creative, very artistic, and I see a lot of potential to cooperate with you.
Thank you very much. Do you have any final words?
I just want to say thank you so much for hosting us. We're very happy and we look forward to meeting Ghanaian people and to interacting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. And that was His Excellency Javier Gutierrez. He is the ambassador of Spain to Ghana, and he's been speaking about Spanish cinema, Spanish film, and you heard him. So many things ahead in his plans to foster relations, intercultural relations between Ghana and Spain, and we look forward to seeing that happen. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Diplomatic License right here on City TV. My name is Apioko. And tonight at the European Film Festival Ghana 2021, we've been watching a Danish film. It's called The Good Traitor, and it really digs deep into Danish history and more widely the history of World War II. And I have here no other than His Excellency Tom Noring, who is the ambassador of Denmark to Ghana. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Very well.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Likewise.
So let's talk a little bit about this movie. It was released in 2020. And one thing that fascinates me is that even though it focuses on Henrik Kaufmann, who, of course, was the Danish ambassador to the U.S. during World War II, it was directed by a woman. Mm-hmm. And the lead actor, the protagonist, person who played Henrik Kaufmann, is a man who was born in the year Henrik Kaufmann died. Yeah. So these are people who never met him, but they brought his story and his struggles to life. How important is it, do you feel, to reach back into history and tell those stories through film and culture in general?
Well, I think in general, history is very important. Not that we should dwell on it all the time. We should not, reach back and always punish for bad things that happened in history. But one thing's for sure, we always have to learn from history. And this movie is part of that, taking what happened and hopefully learning from that. Whether it was right and wrong, that's a question we can ask, but we have to learn from it.
So for you as a diplomat, and you being an ambassador yourself, leading a foreign mission, how does watching a movie like this make you feel, and what are some of the feelings that it brings about diplomacy and the work you do?
Well, it definitely showcases some of the situations that we might find ourselves in. And okay, this happened a long time ago, in 1940, 45, but similar situations actually appear again and again. We find ourselves in situations where we have to make choices. We're in the middle of dilemmas sometimes where we cannot necessarily just open a book and find the answer. It's not 1 + 1 makes 2, sometimes 1 + 1 makes 3. And I think that's what we saw in this movie, that a man in a position as an ambassador was forced to, or felt he had to, act without a mandate from, let's say, the government at the time, because that government in itself was only functioning under the gunpoint of the Nazis. So he felt he had the mandate of the people, but not necessarily of the sitting government at the time. What I would like to say is this of course happened a long time ago, but it could happen today. A similar situation, one ambassador from one country could find him or herself in. We have, unfortunately, military coups. Suddenly you find yourself in another part of the world, but your government back home is no longer in power, but you're still sitting there as the functioning ambassador. How do you react to that? Do you place your allegiance to the original government, to the original president, or do you place your allegiance to the coup makers, to the general or whoever is in charge now? You never know. It's these choices that I hope very few of us have to make, but you may find yourself in that situation, and I think that's just the fact of life that we have to live with, as everybody else who has a job suddenly finds himself or herself in a situation that's not common to their normal life, but that they need to deal with.
Good traitor. I think you should look for it. I think you should watch it. I think you should learn something from it, especially if you're particularly interested in period filmmaking, but also just in the way human beings have lived in the 20th century and beyond. We'll be right back. Welcome back. My name is Apioko, and you are watching Diplomatic License on City TV. In case you just joined us, you're late to the party, but let me just recap a little bit what has been going on here. We've been going through the full week of films that have been shown, exhibited, loved and enjoyed here at the European Union Film Festival Ghana. So at this point, we've seen everything that the week had to offer, and it's time to get into the closing ceremony of the European Film Festival Ghana 2021. It took place at Alliance Francaise. There were awards, there were more speeches, and it was just a lot of good camaraderie. People who had come through the festival throughout the week became friends, and you could feel all that on the night. Let's see what happened. Snippets from the closing ceremony of the European Film Festival Ghana 2021.
That we may sense the places, wherever they may be in this world, calling us to dance. One day, I asked her why she does not walk as I do, why she does not move around the house as I do. She told me. She said that when she was a little girl, people feared a silent creature, a beast that would rob children of their right to run and play. with the morning light, your fears disappeared and the tears dried out. You have collected all the broken pieces, found your strength, and rebuilt your heart. So for those who are wondering which Ghanaian is called Natalia Gormalova, I will explain what has happened. So in the spirit of inclusiveness and collaboration and cultural exchange, for the short film category, we had made room for filmmakers who were non-Ghanaian but had made films on Ghanaian subjects. And so that is how come Natalia fell in this group. And it serves the festival's purpose. So another clap for Natalia, and please Natalia, please come forward. Please, if you have any comments, any questions for Natalia, please shoot.
Good evening, everybody. I wanted to invite people involved in this movie on stage. So please, Martino, Apag, Yaira, Calvin, whoever is here. I don't know, Ria, are you here? Whoever is part of the movie, please come forward. Yeah, so this is the team, and here there's one more, the brain behind the operation. Though I'm not Ghanaian, I've been in Ghana for 5 years, and I felt that that's a Ghana narrative, and I wanted to portray it. But if you have questions, I would happily answer your questions.
Yeah, hello. I just want to say thank you for that experience. Like, all of you did such a good job. So many things had to go right for me to have the experience that I did. So thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So when I was watching it, I kept thinking, wow, all of this is so beautiful. You know, like the way the editing was done, the way the music, like, added up with the visuals to, like, create a fulfilling experience. And I was wondering, like, what was the process from script to screen? Like, in terms of, like, how did the story transform from script to what we experience right now? Was it pretty much the same as what you had written? Or did it transform along the way? And also about the main characters. Did you know them before writing the script? Or did you just write a script and then found people to perform these parts?
Okay, thank you, Tintin, for the question. I know you also have a question. So I met the characters in this movie 2 years ago, and I was, a friend invited me to come and see the performance, the dance performance by Ghana Theatre Company, and he said, you're gonna like it. And I mean, I work as a photographer, so I just went. I had no expectations, and when I went to Art Center and I saw these guys perform, I mean, they had story to tell. They wanted to communicate something with their dance, and it felt very powerful to me. So powerful that that night I came home and I wrote in my diary how I felt. And only in end of 2019, just before the pandemic started, I decided to make a movie, and this is my first movie, by the way. And thank you, guys. So coming back to your question, no, everything has changed. So I'm a documentary photographer, and I do documentary movies, but I love poetry, and I express my feelings with poetry, and I wanted to make something different. I wanted to challenge myself, and that's why I made this movie. And so in the beginning it was a documentary film, but when I get to know my characters more, I get to know their stories, and there was something that really clicked. So I don't know if you've noticed, there was a little girl in the movie, and they're all real characters. They're all disabled. dancers in Ghana. They also hustle every day, but they also dance. So the little girl is Afriye's real daughter, and so both dancers are polio survivors. So Afriye, the main character, the main female character, she received polio vaccine when she was 7 years old, and she became paralyzed. So her little daughter is about 7 years old now. So when I came into her house, so I spend a lot of time with my characters, with my people, and I get to ask them a lot of questions. I was trying to find out about them, about their worlds, about their story, and she told me the story of how she became sick. And she told me that she was about 7 years old when she became sick, and that's when I met her daughter, which was also 7 years old. And this is when I realized that I can do something in the movie where I'm going to challenge my spectator maybe in a way, but also create another element to the movie where the daughter become another protagonist in the movie, where she plays the daughter, but she could also play the memory of the main character before she became paralyzed. Yeah, if that's answered your question. Thank you. Is Obed here?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. The music was really well done. Thank you very much. I'm curious as to what the process of collaboration between the two of you was.
It was more about her just relaying her idea to me, and then we just. So I actually had to work with my friend here, Calvin. So he's a violinist. He just came by the studio, and then he would just play, and then I just translate the idea into my session. And so it was just about a matter of like collaboration more, and just that. Yeah.
Did you write it yourself, but like channeling their voices as if it were things they told you? Because yeah, it was hard to tell if it was actually them or you or some mix of the two.
Yeah, thank you for your question. I think it's very important. It was definitely both. So I spent a lot of time with my actors, and I spent a lot of time listening to their stories and thinking how I can turn it into a movie. So they told me a lot of stories, and some of the poems are based on their stories. But there is another voice, so you can hear another voiceover. And that's something that I wrote in collaboration with them. So it's my voice and their voice combined.
Okay, so we are moving on to the awards. First of all, we'll call out the films that made the official selection. Like I said, we set out to exhibit works of Ghanaian filmmakers. But when we received Spirits with Dance and Divine 419, we made room for others as well, especially, like I said, in the spirit of inclusivity, etc. So for the films that made the official selection, if you're here, we would like our audiences to see you and also pick up something, a couple of packages put together for you, those who made the final selection by the French Embassy. So for those who are here, I'll mention everybody, but for those who are here, please come and line up here and let's do that presentation. So Johannes Krug, Divine 419, Spirits with Dance, Natalia Gormalova, Excess Luggage, Nana Sewa Akosa. Please come forward. Food for Thought, Lawrence Agbetise and John Farah, Home, Samuel Joseph Akwesi Akiomi. Worlds Apart, Yehoda Hammond, Baby Girl Salasi Jame, Okoka Akwete, Daladvi, Poka, Junaid Timtoni, Dreaming Alone, Michael Anani, and if only Motino Morton. Kindly come forward, please. Please line up. Please keep clapping for them. Thank you. Sarah. Please, a round of applause for the French Embassy. Thank you very much, filmmakers, and we'll see you soon. Okay, so again, thank you to all member states for the short film awards itself. Some member states have contributed in very major ways to making it happen. We have the awards, and then we have some other things that make up the awards. Now, we have the Danish Embassy, we have the French Embassy, we have the delegation of the European Union to Ghana office also giving something, and then the festival itself. So, without much ado, may I invite again the ambassador of the delegation of the European Union to Ghana to help us present the awards. So, this is an award from the festival. And it is a very important award. We call it the Social Impact Award because beyond entertainment, there are many things that film gives us. And since we are social beings, our stories, our ways, and certain themes that impact our society and which are relevant to our lives is important when highlighted. This award is given to a film that has stretched beyond the normal narrative and has practiced what we have been trying to preach in recent time about inclusivity. So, the award for Best Social Impact Film goes to Spirits with Dance. Let's move forward for the photos. So, Natalia.
But thank you so much.
Okay. Yes, you have to stay. All right. So, the third prize for the short film competition, Ghanaian short film competition, goes to Poker. Junaid Timtoni.
Even more.
Yeah.
Even more.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The second prize goes to Home. Joseph Akwesi Akiomi. Please clap for him. And the final prize, the first prize for the Ghanaian short film competition for the second edition of the European Film Festival Ghana, goes to Oko Ke Akwete. So this is Daphne. Daphne, were you the writer? Yes. So Daphne, the writer of the film, the story, and the director is stuck in Tamale. So. Thank you very much, sir. You can have it. Congratulations to all our filmmakers. Now, I want to invite Alexandre Foulon from the French Embassy. Alexandre, this is going to be symbolic, that's all. So please come. And we'd like to invite again on stage the representative of Okoke Akwete. So just imagine, stretch your imagination. And this is because as part of the prize package of the first prize for the Ghanaian Short Film Awards, the Institut Français of the French Embassy here in Ghana is paying for a 5-day trip to FESPACO, the biggest film festival in Africa, for the winner. So you can do this as yes, please come forward for the cameras. Yes. So a round of applause for Institut Français. Okay, Alexandre, thank you. So we hope that EUFF comes to stay. We hope that more Ghanaian filmmakers and other filmmakers are given the opportunity to shine and make films and collaborate and also begin to soar higher. Thank you to our filmmakers. But now, another big thank you to our jury who have done a fantastic job at putting this together. Please, the jury, wherever you are, I'll mention your first names and please just wave towards Yvette, Yao, Ginny, okay, and Adjoa. So we had 2 men and 2 women, and it was very balanced. Thank you very much. We are moving on to the main event, the film itself. But just so you also know, we had an online debate and we had winners, but they are not here, so we won't drag that one, but we have their prizes for them as well. The online debate was titled, Has Digital Cinema Destroyed Realism in Cinema? And we got winners. Please, Ginny, if you please come forward. May I also state that for the reasons, for the inconveniences that COVID poses to us, we have drinks, we have some finger food, etc. If you feel like taking something, you could go take something so we are all not crowded at the same place at the same time. But I mean, everything is available even after we are done. We have Hungarian snack, chocolate, wine, we have beer, spirits, and other drinks from the Czech as well, Czech Republic, and then we have our own Ghanaian dishes too as well, finger foods, drinks, etc. So, for the film of the day, Little Problems, may I introduce to you the director of Little Problems, who was also one of our judges. So before we show Little Problems, Ginny is going to introduce his own film.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Okay, I'm a bit nervous. Thank you. Little Problems. What can I say about Little Problems? It's a film we made a while back. It was a pet project. We had very little money, very little time. We actually shot it in 5 days, 5 really long days. But we really wanted to make a film that was fun and entertaining in a very witty and kind of different way that featured young people, both in front and behind the camera. So we put that together, and I am very excited that everyone here gets a chance to watch it. I'm here to watch you guys watch it, and I pray and hope that you guys actually enjoy it. So I hope you enjoy Little Problems.
Thank you, and enjoy Little Problems.
I'm going to assign you a very important task tomorrow. A task that I can only assign to somebody I trust implicitly. You, young man, are climbing the ladder. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Chief.
All right, I have to go. Good night, Deji.
Derek, sir.
What did I say?
Oh, nothing. Good night, sir.
Shouldn't you be at work? It's my house. I'm working from home today. Who did Mr. Man were you out last night? No, gossip queen. We still haven't. Still? Really? Look, Eliam, I have to ask. Please, don't ask, okay? Seriously, why? Why are you still with this Derek guy? Like, it doesn't make sense. Because he's hung like a horse. Oh, no, but seriously, I need to know. Hey, babe.
Hey,
How are you? You didn't get the promotion, did you? I'm so sorry. How are you holding up?
No, it's not just that. Something else happened.
Look, if that man does not appreciate you...
Actually, babe, it's a lot happening right now. Can I come over tonight?
Tonight? Smells good in here. Dude, tonight isn't...
I need to talk to you.
Yeah, but not tonight. I already had plans with Kelly, remember? Hello? Derek? Hello?
Babe, I have to go. I'll call you. I'll see you soon, okay?
Wait!
Excuse me, are you by your...
So you are funny. Hold
It's okay. My name is Derek. I work with Chuck. I work with Chief. He asked me to get you.
So where is he?
He left for an emergency. You know more later. Let's go.
Okay.
What do you want, Derek?
Good evening, Ajwa. How are you feeling today?
Well,
Rude, miserable, annoying. Oh, surprised. That's a new one.
What's gotten into him? And what are you looking at?
What's it, body?
And who are you supposed to be?
Bio.
Well, you smell like sweat and bad decisions.
Hello, my name is Lukas Kindl. I'm the Deputy Head of Mission at the Embassy of the Czech Republic in Ghana, and I was very pleased that we could again participate in already second edition of the European Film Festival in Ghana. For us, this festival is a unique way how to communicate between our cultures and the Ghanaian culture through art, through movies. Sometimes you can tell the stories much better and make them much more understandable in a movie, and I think this is what the festival was really about. For this reason it's good we not only had European movies, but we also had short Ghanaian movies to create a real culture dialogue and cultural fusion. For the Czech Republic we had a movie called Drone Man, which is a heavy story about an individual clashing with the system. So it's not a happy movie, but it's a true movie, and this was the nice thing about the festival. I saw a couple of movies, not all of them are happy, but they are telling the truth, they are telling the reality, and they make you think. Thank you very much for being part of it. I hope all of you who had the chance enjoyed some of the festivals of some of the movies of our festival. Thank you.
Well, it's an amazing opportunity for us to showcase our talents. For me, not being from Ghana but living here, it was very important for me to collaborate with local creators, and therefore I selected really amazing filmmakers and artists like Apag and Martina. And I think the festival is a good way to bring people together and showcase the best of Ghana talent, really. Yeah, do you guys have a thought on that?
Yeah, so actually making this film was a great experience. It was something I was doing for the first time, especially with a small crew and stuff. And thanks to Natalia, she was able to get like very creative people to execute this project. And thank God it turned out well.
Yeah, same here. So me too. It's my first time working on such a film, and seeing the images in the first place really caught my attention. And yeah, I really loved the footages that I had to work with it as an editor. It wasn't easy. We have to work from bedrooms, restaurants, garage and stuff to put all this.
Oh, Martina, you forgot. Okay, so we were editing whilst it was the first lockdown. Yeah. And it was just impossible to edit because I had to meet you during, and I was like, okay, I'm going for essential shopping, and we were meeting behind, and we were like passing each other hard drives like it was some illegal drugs.
We can't even hug because in the beginning, editing was so fun. We finished and we can hug and we go back. When lockdown came in, now I have to come and be like, you're nuts. It was really crazy, but all the same, I think the effort that we put into this thing has given us this award, and for me personally, I'm very grateful, and Nat giving me the opportunity to work on it, and Apag giving me the awesome rushes to edit as an editor. Because if I didn't get all those rushes, I won't be able to do it. So it was good. It was good for me personally. It was good.
And also we are grateful to the Euro Film Festival for allowing us to be able to show this film to the world digitally, because so that they can see how much work we put into it to bring out such beautiful images and stuff. So yeah.
So I want to say thank you to AU for giving us the opportunity to show our film and also giving us the award. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
And there's more to come. There's more wins, more films
Yeah.
A lot coming from
Like
us.
not set on
A
the
lot.
stage. We are filming, so we have other feature coming in. So
Yeah.
sponsors,
Be on
come.
the lookout.
Yeah, come. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daphne Mausa Chiche. I'm the writer of Okoka Akwete. We just won first place in the Eurofilm Festival. Being part of the festival is an amazing experience because as a young filmmaker, practically fresh out of school, to have done your work, for it to be selected for a film festival, shortlisted for a film festival, and then to go on ahead to win first place is absolutely amazing. It's not something that every filmmaker or every young filmmaker gets the chance to experience.
Right.
And it's not something that, a lot of filmmakers dream of getting into film festivals and then winning awards, but not a lot of them realize it. So to be a new filmmaker, a young filmmaker, fresh out of film school, and just having to even be shortlisted in the first place is very, very amazing.
Hello, my name is Christine Boatin. I was the producer for Okoke Akwete. We just won the first place for the Ghanaian short film category. So I think it's just amazing. Actually, we are still trying to process this because, as she said, as young filmmakers, we always dream of the day that we'll actually get recognized. Almost everybody is out there creating, doing so much with what they can do, working with what they can work with. But to get this recognition is really amazing, and we are actually grateful for all the experiences on set and after the film, how it's being well received at festivals. We got a nomination at Black Star Film Festival, which is really amazing.
Yes.
So we are really, really excited for what we are yet to do. We are actually excited to do more at this point because
Yes.
we know that we've gotten the recognition that we deserve, sort of.
So it's been 8 days of film feeding and feasting and experience and encounters. It's been exhilarating, nerve-wracking sometimes, but also that we're able to engage with people of different places and different cultures, and also learning and unlearning, etc. So I would say that it's been great. It is something we should begin to look forward to, and also for all of us to participate in more. I'm really happy for the short filmmakers, especially the first prize winner, who is actually getting all expenses paid trip to Ouagadougou for FESPACO this year. There's nothing like being at a film festival, The experience you get, the networking, the people you meet, what you come back with, what happens to your next projects, always is affected by whatever festival you attend. But I'm happy also that it has been a success, I think. We've had a chance to make new friends and also engage and also start new collaboration. And also that there has been good exchange of cultural exchange and also of sharing of ideas. I'm hoping that EUFF comes to the European Film Festival stays and gives us all different opportunities as audiences, as filmmakers, as stakeholders, and also most importantly that we can begin to do better collaborations and co-productions. Every day is a challenge because one, you're dealing with 9 member states of the EU and also different filmmakers, and you're trying to satisfy everybody's needs, getting schedules, right, programming, making sure people show up on time, filmmakers are available for Q&As, and then there are the technical hitches. That's, always rear their heads somehow. But we survived. No matter the hitches we had, eventually the film was screened. So, and I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully COVID would have been better to deal with, less threatening, so we can spread wider and engage with, for lack of a better word, the common person, the non-filmmaker, the ordinary Ghanaian, so that they can also see and enjoy what we have enjoyed, and also experience young filmmakers like we have. So yeah, I'd want us to spread more.
It's been an exciting and glorious time at the European Film Festival Ghana 2021. We've spent 2 weeks here on Diplomatic License at the festival. We started off last week in our part 1 of a 2-part package that we put together for you at home, abroad, wherever you are, wherever you're watching us from via City TV. And last week, of course, we covered the opening ceremony, we spoke to all the key players in there, and this week we've gone through the journey of the week that's taking us through all the wonderful European, Ghanaian, and Ghanaian-European collaborations that the festival has had to offer. And of course, just gone by, you saw the closing ceremony of the festival where there were awards given. There was a lot of interesting talk and vibe going around. And look, I can't wait to see what the 2022 edition of the festival has to bring, because I must say that I believe that the European Film Festival Ghana is definitely here to stay. My name is Apioko. I have been your host. This has been Diplomatic License on City TV. And until next week, when we take you into a realm of something else in the diplomatic world, goodbye.